Ayo, ayo, Jimbo. All right, let's see. Because that's like just kind of like, ooh, bright, 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 bright. And then like, what was that? 160. So it's a little dark. So it's kind of like too much brightness. All right, 164. That seems like bright enough to catch my face and stuff. It's still a little brighter on the outside, but whatever. Future me, digital me. I tried to sleep. I tried to go to bed at like 10. I think it was 10, and I was like, maybe it was 10:30. And I'm like, dude, it's 12:11. I hate that. I like to give it, like, if my apartment didn't have the bug situation, I don't even like to speak about it. Because it's a different bug situation than the other one in Arkansas I had. The Arkansas bugs were like, they were less common, but they were more freaky because they were like bigger. They tended to be more big, more bigly. And it was like when you saw them, they're like, nah. And I was like, I had to become a bug hunter. I gotta get this. Like, this has got to be dealt with now. Like, no matter what. And now these bugs around here, it's like same situation. I gotta be a bug hunter, but they're small enough where like if they evade you and they like get in the crack, it's like, well, I missed it. It's gone. So if you can get it, you can get it, and if if they get away, well, you got to deal with it next time. So whatever. And I've not seen anything as big as what I saw in Arkansas. Of course, in my apartment in Arkansas, my uh, apartment was here, and then stuff was here, like the parking lot, and then right over here was the swamp, which was it was a swamp, wetland, marshland, whatever. It was just some kind of wetland, and apparently that's where the water bugs came from. I mean, they weren't roaches, but they looked a lot like roaches. And apparently, those are called water bugs. So, yeah. And so, in that apartment, I had my room. My bedroom was like hermetically sealed off. It was like I had the door closed all the time. The window was closed completely all the time. And on both sides of the door, I had something stuffed in it as best I could get it on both sides along the bottom. So one of those water bugs got in there like once, and I got it. I got it, and I was like, and I got that son of a bitch as quick as I could get it. Because bugs. That's just the thing. That's a shitty thing. Like, you're poor, like, you just gotta. I mean, they give you a place to live, and between the location and the age and whatever of the building, you are going to have a level of bugliness that is not the same as a person that has a housing situation of the same as richer people or richer people. And so that sucks. I think we need to do something about that collectively too. We just plain need new housing for that reason. I am not physically opposed to bugs necessarily. I kind of hate them, but wildlife belongs on the outside. There's a guy's YouTube channel called Matt Mitchell, and he constantly talks about how much he hates fire ants. Now, I think he's based in Alabama. I'm not entirely sure about that. So, I'm in Texas right now, and I don't know if there are fire ants in Texas. But he talks about them a lot. He's like, people don't go on their grass, blah, blah, blah. If you see, this about fire ants, that about fire ants, fire ants, fire ants, fire ants. And I'm like, all right. He talks about them like they're just all over the place and stuff. I haven't gone on any grass since I was a kid, and I grew up in Wisconsin. We used to go on the grass all the time with our feet and stuff. That was not a problem. So, I mean, it was not really a problem. You would occasionally get like the random thing. And, maybe the most dangerous thing might be like a garter snake or something like that. And the thing about living up north too is there's two things about living up north that really trim down the bugs. One, we have winter. All right? Depending upon how far up north, the duration of winter can be, you know, like a month to like 2, 3 months. So that can really trim down bug season. And two, because we have winter, we have regulations that make windows and window sealants and all that stuff be very good. Um, because I mean, it's just practicality. Now, you don't know this in the South because you kind of missed the memo, I think, but having really good sealants on your windows saves on energy costs. So, like I said, I think you missed that. And not just like the glass part, but the screen part too. So, yeah, you gotta start upping your game on making housing. Every part of making the housing needs to turn it up a notch. Um, and there are some really awesome windows out there that you can get um, that will the screens themselves will act as another layer of energy savings. And on top of that, the screen will protect against like all kinds of bugs except like the teensy tiniest of bugs. And from what I can see down here, you have very few bugs that are teensy tiny, which means I realize you don't have a lot of good um, months for opening the windows, but when you do have those months, those maybe 2 or 2.5 or 3, it would be really nice to open up the windows and get some crossbreeds to enjoy those instead of having instead of not being able to do that. Because if you open the window, you're like, oh, I have a screen, except you're getting a bug the size of a quarter or $50 or more in there because the screen has, a gap that you're like, well, I got a screen, but, bugs, you think they look like, you know, they're a tank, but they can squeeze through stuff. And they do. Unless you have a screen with some pro sealant on and stuff. And screens that are actually constructed strong with like a 5 or 10 year warranty on them and stuff, which exist. And yes, of course, it costs more, but that's what you got to do. And, maybe, I don't know, we do something heretical like raise the minimum wage so people can afford to have better housing. I don't know. I realize paying your lowest income people is against free market, but still, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Where I got it, is it blood or something? I don't know. Anyways, it'll go away when I take a shower tomorrow. guts to do that. Oof. Pick up what? Oh, damn. Realize this is nothing. This is not a typical rant. Oof. And I am tired, so my uh, voice is slow, and so is my pacing and tone and everything. But there you are. All right. I'm not gonna try going to bed yet, but I am gonna like calm it down and watch something. All right. Bobular. Peace.